Anti-Afro Spingalies. There's one more brief clip to part two, but I just wanted to pose the question before I put that up. What a difference a day makes. Not the same person, is it? Scared shitless. Check this out.
Now what? Now what the fuck is Mike 8 Powell talking about?
What?
Claiming he part of the group.
Now that's my man. Mike A. Powell, that's my man. He good money. He gotta stay away from binary. Let him know he gotta stay away from binary though. He gotta stay away from smoke. He gotta stay away from all the rats. That's what we agreed the other night, right?
But
Fuck
you
him,
a rat though. And so is TC.
TC,
So,
what?
mean, I'm confused. TC, T motherfucking C.
TC,
That's what I said.
Whoa. I never read it on nothing. I never read it on nothing. That's your homie. That's your homie that's a rat. What are you talking about?
Whatever, bitch. Whatever.
No, Tiff, we're not doing this, Tiff.
Yeah.
That's Ghost. We call him Ghost.
No. She need to pull up the facts that she gonna make allegations like that. I never told her nothing.
You're
Wait, Tiff. We
if a man can be called a woman,
Tiff.
Okay, if a man can be called a woman, he can change his name to whatever the fuck he want to be changed to. But we all know who the fuck it is. Whatever.
Yeah, you the one talking about. You talk to law enforcement about me, so don't go there with me.
When they call me, you damn right I'm gonna talk to him, and I'll talk to him today about your bitch ass too. So
and when they called me, I told them to call my lawyer. So you shut the fuck up.
You shut the fuck up.
Get the fuck out of here. Like, see what I'm talking about. She came at me, Darrell. I ain't trying to hear that shit. She gonna call me a rat. Get the fuck out of here with that nonsense. She the one that befriended a rat. Oh, fucking rats over here. She got me fucked up. She's so butthurt about bullshit. That's why I can't fuck with shorty like that, man. You befriending all the fucking rats in the sector. You're the only one that want to suck Umar's dick. It's about the rats. And as a matter of fact, no, fuck that. If Tiffany's so fucking with that rat, she out too. Fuck all this shit. Let's lay some ground fucking rules down right now. You want to befriend rats, you gone. Fuck that.
Now, I thought it was very interesting how he loves to deny he does things like this. But I want to let you hear an exchange between the Scuzz bucket and Stargate that happened on the panel just the other day, on the 7th of April, when this all was going down, present day, while he's defending himself. And let me let you hear. Stay tuned and I will return.
Greg never told nobody that I liked you.
Okay.
I never. What are you talking about?
No, I'm not saying. Listen, I don't even want to argue with you.
Like you like that. I mean, she's a personable person. She likes everybody.
She is trying to make up a narrative to
deflect. No, I'm making it up. Oh wow. That's
You're making
crazy.
it. I never came
That's
on.
So crazy. That's so crazy.
I never came on to nobody in this.
I never said you did. I just said that's what he told me.
So why would you throw that in the atmosphere?
It was on your channel too.
You didn't come on the smoke.
Why would you put that in the atmosphere?
Because that's what happened. What are you talking about?
You want to fuck me? You asked me to make a baby with you.
No, not at all.
Okay, then why did you ask me to make a baby with you?
Not at all. I actually get you.
Well, why would you even have that on your mind?
You're so interested because you said, why are you interested in who I
want me to have your babies?
Why are you so interested in who I busted?
Well, why you asked me to fuck you?
I didn't know I didn't.
Nigga, you wanted to fuck. Now we know you wanted to fuck.
Let's not even take it there. Let's not even take it there.
You asked me to have babies with you. I wasn't even on that. Why did you even bring that up?
No. All right, let's just drop it. You got the win again.
Yeah, that's what I thought, nigga. That's what I thought.
Stargate wins again.
Thank you, nigga. Thank you.
It's the same damn theme. The sexual subjugation, the sexual degrading. He does it to men and women. That's how he feels he can gain control of the scenario, of what's being talked about, of what's front and center. He can stop you in your tracks. He can change the situation. He can shut you down. He can cause you to be quiet. He can run you off. He can try to humiliate you. He can try to embarrass you. And what better way to embarrass and humiliate someone? What did they say? Talk under your clothes. That's all he did. Listen, folks, it goes so far beyond it being the host page and you're asking the host to mediate or allow you to speak because you can't get a word in edgewise. That's not the situation here. He had been up on the panel, had the panel to himself speaking. Nobody else had been up there. But when the other person comes up, he doesn't want them to talk. Isn't that what he was doing? Isn't that what he always does? These subjects do the same thing. Those who are putting out all this dirt, lies, slander, harassment, threats on others, running these scenarios nonstop, they just want to put it out there. But when it comes time to confront it, to address it, they don't want anyone else to say anything and start asking and begging the host to shut the other person up and mute the person, boot the person off the panel. And this Scuzz bucket, TCTV, was known for doing that. Just so one side could be heard, at least on that platform. So, as we know, he was the only one begging for Remix to come up. And so here you heard more than once how he's begging for Dempsey. Now there were other parts where he was asking Fold Up Body to confirm this and confirm that. How do you need another dude to help you? He just can't speak. How does he need Dempsey to help him? How does he need other dudes to rescue him? It's just disgusting. He just wants to put crap out on people. But when it comes time to defend the position, he gets frustrated, he gets angry, he gets defensive, he becomes even more abusive and starts piling on more lies. But as far as the accusations that you heard laid out against him, are they true? Can I say for sure? No, I wasn't hanging out. I never even went over to TCTV Scuzz Bucket's page, ever. Never, ever went there. People sent us the information. They would tell us what was going on. But the description that you heard is exactly what TCTV Scuzz Bucket does to any and everyone he feels he should have control over. 95% of his platform was targeting heterosexual men with gay rumors, with DL rumors. And the whole thing about Smoke, those comments were very interesting because what he thought he had when I had the issue with Smoke, what he thought is because we had an issue, we were enforcing what we believed were our principles. He thought Scuzz Bucket TCTV, because me and Smoke were disagreeing, that meant Smoke was going to be his flunky. That meant Smoke was going to be a goo guy. No, Smoke was running his own platform. We didn't agree on some things. That's it. That has nothing to do with TCTV, Scuzz Bucket. Just because Smoke was saying, well, I want to see if I can bring them around so they can stop all this bullshit. Just because I said, I don't want to sit on the same platform as them or in the chat. I'm out of here. What does that have to do with expecting Smoke to be a goo guy, which he never was going to do? And that's what TCTV had a problem with. Just because someone didn't agree with me, with Rev G, with friends and supporters, he thought they owed him something. Why the hell would they owe the Scuzz Bucket anything? And if they didn't go along with him, he started calling them rats, started harassing them, started rumors, gay rumors about them. All the time it was gay rumors. Anytime any man would say anything about me that wasn't negative, just something, whatever, he would call them all kinds of derogatory gay-related names. He really thinks he can put people in a catch-22 situation as if they are obligated. What does Smoke's wife have to do with anything involving whether Smoke is rocking with anyone? What does Rev G's wife have to do with it? What does anyone's wife, girlfriend, child have to do with this? Nothing. This is who introduced the family attacks. TCTV Derail Dempsey and those flunkies, Fub and that freak from Liberia, they all introduced those attacks. That is called the Umar Johnson sector. That is the reason why it's called the Umar Johnson sector. Not having anything to do with what me, Rev G, AFW friends and supporters were doing, which was addressing Umar Johnson's fraud. That's a totally different situation. The behaviors that they perpetrated, the criminal acts they perpetrated, the strategies of trying to shut people up, harassing people, targeting people. That's why it's called the Umar Johnson sector. They never cared about Umar Johnson. They were just trying to get Umar Johnson's attention to elevate their profile. They share his traits, but they never cared about any Umar Johnson. They simply share his traits. They're identical. But they went for families. They threatened and harassed people who refused to align with them. They wanted to force you to align with them if you did not agree with those they had issues with or who they were attacking. I don't recall anyone really having issues with them. It would be them pursuing people, being aggressive towards others, initiating fights, just targeting all kinds of people, just randomly going through comment sections. Oh, they're over on so-and-so's page. We're going to attack them. They are the aggressors in every sense of the word, no matter what they say, no matter what they do, no matter how they try to change everything around years later and place themselves in the position as being attacked. They were never attacked. Never. They were never attacked, and they know they were never attacked. This is why they get so distressed when you bring up the situations. This is why TCTV gets so flustered and takes off for months at a time. He doesn't want to face the facts about what really happened. He knows what happened. He was responsible for all this chaos and turmoil. Nobody has to forget it if they don't want to. If they want to forget it, they can. But who is going to be dictated to by TCTV? He has to have CPS come in and tell him how to be a parent. He can't handle his own kids. He needs someone to come in and tell him how to deal with his own kids, but he thinks he's going to run up here and tell grown folks how to handle their business on YouTube. And he's not even in control of any YouTube domain. He doesn't run the show on YouTube. He got his pages yanked down. He was jealous because others in the sector, around the sectors that he was dealing with, had the ability to gather a bunch of people together and do things he only hoped he could do. He just had a few females over there covering for him while he talked about Lennon on his ass all day long because Lennon walked by a mirror. Too obsessed over men's body parts. Way too obsessed. Then wants to turn it around and try to claim other men are obsessed about other men's body parts. How is that when he's bringing it up all the time? Can't deal with his own issues and tries to force his issues onto others. Just did not work. He wasn't even worth addressing. He forced himself into the situation. And apparently, the person who claimed he was doing all that he was doing felt very strongly that he was doing just what she claimed he was doing. And he's still in federal court. He has not been dropped from the case. We have been dropped from the case. That should count for something. He has not defended himself in court. We did, and we were dismissed from the lawsuit. No evidence, not even close when it comes to evidence. We are not worried. Why would we be worried about something there's nothing to worry about? When you think about worrying, think about who takes off and the timing of when they take off. When you think about worrying, think about all these odd avatars and phantom accounts that are popping up. When you think about who worries, think about why those who claim all of this is going on suddenly disappear with their avatars. And Mona's just one of them. Mona's supposed to have all this 411. Well, where is she? She's supposed to be taking me down and Rev G down. Where's Mona? Why is she not here with her avatar? Mona knows she broke the law. If you didn't do anything wrong, why did you skedaddle? Why are you not here doing what you were doing before? I haven't gone anywhere. I haven't ever changed my avatar. Now, changing your avatar does not represent guilt. The timing of when you do the shit. The circumstances under which you do it. That's the relevancy. I haven't changed shit. I'm not changing anything. I am who I am. There is nothing different. No one that knows me is going to be shocked about anything they see or hear me doing on YouTube. Unlike all these other phonies. You scaring them white folks you working for because you're putting on an act. You're putting on an act. You're acting like you're this and that and you're all good. You're the, house Negro, whatever you want to call it. Oh, I am different. I'm a good slave. You can trust me, massa. That's how they're acting at work. And when they got the 411, oh my God. No, I don't have to worry about anything like that. I am me. I am who I am. There's no concerns. And those I rock with are who they are. We're not putting on any acts. We aren't the ones perpetrating like King Kong crack pipe, trying to be a deacon and stalking people on the internet, still crashing out in drunken drug mode while trying to be a deacon. Oh, come on. Nothing to worry about. That means you all have something to worry about. And you all means who it applies to. You're perpetrating all the bullshit. You're attacking people. You're harassing people. And they're the ones leaving me all these messages. And Rev G these messages that we don't lit on our pages. They're the ones running around harassing us, coming over to the spaces where we are. Getting in the chats and typing messages. Rev G was in a chat the other day, and all he gets is this convergence of these subjects who claim he's irrelevant. How do you leave a message for an irrelevant person? If someone is irrelevant, you wouldn't even notice them. They start typing all these messages to Rev G, the irrelevant person in a chat. They start bombarding him with comments. Not comments about him. They're writing comments to him. How do you write notes and make comments and give them to an irrelevant person, to a ghost, like using the @ sign and everything? They want to make sure he sees it. Such losers. Go back to Loserville and stay in Loserville. That's where you belong. We don't go through Loserville. We don't visit Loserville. We don't have property in Loserville. We stay away from Loserville. But they continue harassing and stalking us, keep getting these messages on our pages that we're not going to post. Why the hell will we post messages from these stalkers and these freaks? Nothing changes. It's the same as it's always been. Whoever can talk whatever shit they want, I don't care about that. This perception about what others are thinking. TCTV Scuzz Bucket is the one who gives a damn. And I want to clarify something about the $2,500. That was just one amount that was being referenced. He has borrowed or said he was borrowing money from Dempsey, a lot more than $2,500, and didn't pay it back. He took that money straight to the casino. And as far as pimping, you can be a corner store pimp. Hey, you're not a high class pimp. Nobody said you were getting $1,000 and $3,000 a day. He needed the money to gamble. That's just what it was. He needed the money to gamble. He had his kids around scantily clad women. We know this. He can try to deny it all he wants. He can try to deny that he had his kids around pot. It's all true. And I stated it before. I'll state it again. Sue me. If I'm lying, you can sue me. I'll bring witnesses to court to prove you did what you did. I'll be waiting. Get the papers. Get the papers drawn up. Before he does that, he needs to go to court, the federal court, and get himself represented in that federal lawsuit against Catherine Brown. He's running from that too. Running is the story of his life. That's what losers do. They run from the responsibilities. They run from the bullshit that they start. They never want to face reality. It's too much effort. They don't want to be responsible. They always push the responsibilities off on other people. I, for one, am not accepting responsibilities from others. I'll take care of what I need to take care of for myself and those I care about. Anything else, they're on their own. Folks, I got more coming your way. In the meantime, you know the drill. Buyer beware.